Welcome back. Hope you're ready for some midweek mysteries, because tonight we got a golf course ghost, a twisted performer, and other creepy videos from all around the world. So kick back, grab your snacks, and let's go.
All of these people who founded these banks and today are running the banking establishment are all Knights of Malta, Catholic Masonry. All the kings and rulers in Europe rule by the divine right. It's called the divine right of kings. What are you talking about? Who represents divine to give the king the right? The Pope. The Pope appoints certain families to be over the French. The Pope appoints certain people to be over the Germans and over the British. And so by divine right. Why? Because the Pope represents God. And the Pope says that this family is holy and that they should rule. And therefore they can now say they rule by divine right.
The trailing car takes aim, waits for a clear shot, and with impressive accuracy, sends his target to the checkpoint. When the team came to with the rifle.
It's an Uber. Can you drive away, please?
What? I need to call the police.
You would think kids and car tires would be the first thing that these things would be programmed to avoid. Instead of Waymo, they should call these things less than until the safety rating gets higher.
Look, what ain't no way I made a way. Called my lane, I paved the way. Drew it up nice, I made the play. What a good day to get paid today. What ain't no way I made a way. Called my lane.
The future of driving. Nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
A demon called Lamashtu was summoned live on television through a satanic ritual. Lady Gaga is a part of this satanic ritual. It's absolutely demonic. Y'all take a look at this right here.
Sin! Sin! Oh, steady me!
Behold the summoner! Behold Lamashtu!
Summoning Lamashtu. Now drink of the blood of Lamashtu. Guys, just drink the blood, Jenny. It's free. Relax. Drink. No, you are rebaptized by the Mother of Beasts, the Mistress of Insanity. The magician Pazuzu cannot save you now. Heed the roar of the demon dog. He took my heart. We will eat the rest of your friend, but her heart is on the house.
Absolutely demonic. Now, when you do your research on Lamashtu is a demon that spills blood and harms pregnant women, newborn babies, and also causes disease. It's a real demon, absolutely demonic. I cannot believe this was on live television, but I'm not surprised. But I rebuke this in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
This isn't a urinal, is it?
I think it is, man.
Fresh.
Ugh, he didn't even try to find a real thing afterward. Nowadays, you can't even fist bump people. I'm just going back to the old school head nod just in case.
Hey, Terry, smell my finger. Oh, what the hell is that? My ass.
Boudreaux's butt paste.
6 رمضان ما شاء الله. لا ما شاء الله تبارك الرحمن. ما شاء الله كله بارك.
Understand that Egyptians, they understand that you got to fight away evil spirits, right? And all the power is in the dark. You read the Quran, and the Quran that say God created the world in triple darkness, right? Triple dark. That means wherever God at is the dark. It means it's power in the dark. When you close your eyes and meditate. When Jesus came to this earth, he spent most of his time in the dark. Closing his eyes, meditate, because you're more peaceful in the dark. Because that's where you connect the most with God at. Because God in the dark, what people don't know about earth is, this earth ain't nothing but like, we like a reflection. We're a reflection, that's why I come out as the light. So everything is the same, but we kind of like reflecting here. So we like a shadow we're a shadow of.
Te voy a poner agüita. Qué rica la agüita. ¿Quieres agüita? Qué delicia de agüita. ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días. Saluda a todos los que dicen que estoy loca y que eres una no sé qué y que es el aire. No hay nada, no hay ningún hilo porque pues vamos pasando. Enséñales que no hay nadie alrededor, ni un hilo. ¿Ya viste? Hola, bonita. Lo que pasa es que querías agüita. ¿Verdad que sí? No hay nadie. Hola, hola. Salúdalos. Salúdalos a todos. Diles hola. Hola, dile, no sé si sea al aire, no sé qué sea, pero yo nada más me muevo sola. No hay hilos, miren, no hay hilos por ningún lado. Hola, mi amor, hola. Hola, hola. ¿Querías agüita? Uy. Ya ven. Adiós, ya me voy a trabajar.
Skydiving is dangerous already. Now you want to add a choking hazard to it? See, some people just do too much. Just because your new boyfriend is from Compton doesn't mean you need to bring a Cornish hen to the family reunion.
Really, it's very simple. You just have to know the anatomy of a turkey, and it's got over here just the tiniest little stink hole.
Oh, no, we don't have conversations like that over dinner.
Stuff the shit out of it. I cook it with all the giblets, the penises and the ginies. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what the hell that is, but I lick it anyway. Oh, my...
Have now infected eggs. As you can see here, this little squiggly line right here. Now instead of you scrambling and seasoning the eggs, you have to check to see if it's extra protein inside of your eggs. And now seeing what the possibilities could be, every time that I eat eggs now, I now have to turn to Sherlock Holmes and investigate my egg. Make sure I don't have, a home invasion of my temple. Because them having a parasite kickback inside of some eggs is diabolically crazy. And to be honest with y'all, I'm finna start eating air salad and smother it with air ranch. Cause it's seeming like we can't eat nothing. It be either having living specimens inside of it or chemicals that's the equivalent to eating uranium inside of the food source. Isn't this just delightful?
1/3 of all internet traffic is fake, and all of this is coming from Chinese phone farms. So the people that you're arguing online with about different things such as politics and city rules, well, it's all fake, and it's probably just a robot. These phone farms usually have tens of thousands of phones that are connected to one computer that's controlling all of them. The way it works is that the people who run this typically take the batteries out of all these phones and then connect all the motherboards together in order to monitor it on one computer. And then And then with the use of AI, they're able to generate responses across social media, making it seem like they're coming from a real person when in fact it's just one big computer. I don't think you guys understand how sophisticated this actually is, because each phone represents one person, but yet it's all connected to one computer that literally—
Watch this video to the end. Megan Thee Stallion, I knew it. I always knew it. Word is that Megan Thee Stallion is not a shh. Shut up. Oh, you think I'm lying? Come on. Let's not forget what a stallion means. A stallion is a male horse. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, if you're a shh, why would you name yourself after a male horse? Oh, it gets deeper. Come on. I'm not a normal woman and it offends men. What do you mean by that? She told us this a long time ago. Nobody wanted to pay attention. Fellas, I'm sorry. Ladies, I'm sorry. Stop playing with me, son. This is the Matrix. I always knew there was something funny. Come on. Look at the stance. Like, stop playing with me, son. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But if you just take a good look at this picture, you can see what's going on. Come on. You still in denial? Ladies and gentlemen? Stop playing with me, son. What I told you. What I told you, huh? This is the Matrix. Nothing is what it seems. Come on.
That probably wasn't the best field trip idea to take the senior citizens to. That one lady slid right into the upper room.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time.
Look at your phone, bro. Fucking UFO.
Right there, somebody is walking on the mother freaking clouds.
Something is walking on them clouds.
What is that?
It's a body. Look.
It showed this. That's a person. That's crazy. We're not supposed to see that. We're not supposed to see that. Something gonna happen.
Y'all sleep.
What they not telling you about sugar. Let's get into it.
Did you know that sugar, when you eat it, a donut, Pop-Tart, piece of bread, doesn't matter, Kool-Aid, Dr. Pepper, did you know that when you swallow sugar, they have known for 70 years that it goes inside your bone marrow and it suppresses within 45 minutes your body's ability to produce white blood cells that fight infections like bacteria, yeast, viruses, funguses, and parasites? Did you know that it literally shuts off your immune system and makes you more susceptible to all viruses, all infections? And did you know that they compared sugar to prednisone? Prednisone is a steroid, and do you know that its job is to suppress your immune system? In fact, it's called an immune system suppressant. Did you know that sugar suppresses your immune system more than prednisone does? So if you're trying to fight an infection, if you're worried about the bird flu in the future, and I find out you're eating donuts and Pop-Tarts and cereal in the morning.
Oh, look at these people. Are demons. And when you start to compare the two, you'll see there's a lot of similarities. Parasites don't just invade your body, they hijack your nervous system, control us very easily. By definition, both are known to control their hosts and manipulate behavior. I mean, look at these things. They can influence your thoughts, the types of foods you crave, encourage sexual desires, even your dreams. So it's very possible these parasites act as antennas or conduits for these demonic entities. Archons, jinn, demons, whatever you want to call them. But think about it. Why else is there fast food, alcohol, and junk on every street corner? And then you combine that with pesticides, fungicides, microplastics, heavy metals. Think about what kind of influences you could be under. The These are the sources of addiction. This is why people can't break those bad habits or those vices. You ask yourself, why'd you do that? Why'd you eat that? Why do you keep doing those things you know are bad for you? Is it you, or is it the parasite forcing that self-destructive behavior? Now, even the Bible says some demons can only be casted out through fasting. Anyone who's done a deep fast knows those shakes of abstaining from certain foods. You're like a drug addict being revealed your true addictions. But then it gets easier as you starve those demons out. So this is what no one tells you about a parasite cleanse. Killing the parasites is just the first step. You still have to flush them out of your system, otherwise you're left with a bunch of dead worms inside.
Okay, now you're just showing off. It does not take Walter Goggins' goggle glasses to see that that bear was not helping you at all. All it really took was a little physics and resistance.
So why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of...
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hi, how you doing?
Well, I guess before they built this golf course, there was a major battle going on. It would suck being stuck on the battlefield for the rest of eternity, especially since there's no lunch breaks or secret Santas.
That's it. I've had it with this job. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Does human taste like? I would say it has a sweetness of horse. Horse is a very sweet meat, but also some of the qualities of pork meat. And I would say that depends on the person. A very extremely lean person will taste less good than a person with a little body fat.
You know, I feel like I'm playing Pokemon Go at this point. Gotta catch 'em all. Today we're going to be talking about hands and how the F. These are the hands of Khloe Kardashian in 2008. Her hands today, like, how? What is going on here? The media is obsessed with gems and jewelry, so lucky for me, I was able to find several pictures of Khloe Kardashian's hands prior to 2025. And I just find this absolutely wild, but she's not the only one. I also noticed that Hailey Bieber's fingers have changed as well. This is what she and her hands looked like all those years ago. And today, that's crazy to me. It's like all of their hands even have before and afters. Just like Cynthia Erivo. Watch her hands right here. I have never seen someone's hands that long. These hands are otherworldly. Cynthia before, look at her hands. Completely normal sized fingers like you or I. And today, how? And this goes for many celebrities like Angelina Jolie, whose arms and hands never looked like that. Even in the days where her and Bailey Bob Thornton were wearing matching necklaces that were filled with, never mind. I find it interesting that even their arms and hands have before and afters. What do you guys think causes that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, because I find this...
When you're in survival mode, this is how much you see, right? I need to see where I need to eat, who's in front of me, what's going on. But then, once you get out of it, you can see the world. You see bigger and bigger and bigger. But you only need to think for the next day, or the next week, or the next month. When you start financial planning, you're making quarterly decisions, right? You make decisions for your next 5 years, next 10 years. So it changes what you're doing now. So if you look at what you have today, it's based off what you did yesterday, based on what you did last year. But if you don't do anything today for your future, eventually your future becomes your present. And now you're like, damn, I ain't got nothing. Well, you ain't did nothing.
She was born like this, or she spends a lot of time checking her blind spots while driving. Either way, it's got to be a better way to earn $1.
Damn, she bad. She the baddest in the room. Big bags when you see her coming through. Model body with a face that make you zoom. Yeah, she bad. That bitch bad.
People think that vines is actually good in nature, when all they do is climb up trees and steal nutrients and sunlight from them. This is nature telling us, be careful who you got around you, because you think they might have your best interests at heart when they're literally just taken from you in order for them to survive. Y'all might be in the same place, but y'all don't have the same mission. Stay on your journey, even if you gotta go solo dolo.
You want to eat more purple and blue foods. The darker, the better, because this sports so many antioxidants. Did you know that purple cabbage actually contains 10 times the antioxidant of green cabbage? So lean into all these dark skins. Oftentimes things like grapes are super high in resveratrol, which turns on your real longevity genes called sirtuins. And this is where we truly extend our health span.
4 people out of 762 that are whistleblowers like him were found unalived. So Khloe Kardashian was interviewing Stephen Greer, and she asked him about ETs. And one of the questions was, how many ETs do we have on this planet? This man said we at least got 69 different species of ETs on this planet. But y'all, he said we shouldn't be afraid of them. They're here because they're afraid of what we're gonna do. Y'all, take a look at this short clip.
I don't even know how to get into this, but I'm just like... It was about 8 or 9. I saw a UFO, pretty close range, broad daylight, and I knew what I'd seen. It was extraordinary.
Do you know how many species there are of ETs?
The best we can tell, there's at least 69 specific species. They seem to all be working together, but they're very concerned about our hostility. This planet's in real trouble. I have 762 whistleblowers. There have been 4 people working with me who've been killed.
Oh my God.
And I was almost killed 16 months ago.
This is all alleged. This is what he's saying. But we know it's some tricky business going on around here. The whole interview get deep, so if y'all want to go check it out, just search his name up.
I've always wanted one of these. Watching The Rocketeer as a kid changed my life. But you better be careful, because if that off button gets stuck, you're going to turn into a flying leaf blower until the battery runs out.
Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door, but what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But I do what I need to, always sure.
This is the world's quietest construction site, because instead of machinery to cut wood, here in a foam home, crews heat up a wire with a battery pack, stretch it out, and then slice the foam like butter. Then they glue it to the rest of the house with a glue that turns into more foam.
So it is 100% breathable, 100% livable. It is FDA approved and 100% recyclable.
Amir CUB with Strata International Group shows us this 6,000 square foot home being built in the valley with their product. They say as lumber's only grown in cost, foam hasn't really. In fact, building a home this way can be 10 to 50% cheaper.
No supply chains in the last year that has ever affected us, and no supply chains moving forward that's affecting us.
Eventually, the foam's covered in a thin layer of their concrete formula, and you'd never tell it was a foam home. You might think foam makes a rickety home. They say you're wrong. In fact, they tell us the foam can withstand more than 200-mile-per-hour winds. They call it earthquake and hurricane-proof and fire-resistant. Amir says the home is essentially made out of insulation, so it's more than twice as energy efficient as a traditional.
Standing up on that thing, looking out. What is that?
What the hell was that? The hell was that?
Get up here, Carly!
See, this right here is why horror movies last a full 2 hours. Please teach your children not to run up on cryptids, creatures, or ghosts, because a person like me will surely laugh at the mayhem that ensues.
Mommy, I got this. I didn't break the beam.
many cows, bro. We do not have that many cows, bro. I need y'all to go watch the movie Soylent Green. I want you to go watch that movie closely. Watch the movie and come back to this video. Do y'all know how many people go through a drive-thru at one restaurant a day?
It is now becoming a trend to completely ignore Kim Kardashian anytime she decides to post a TikTok video on this app. This basically all started because a girl made a TikTok video which has over 10 million likes, basically saying, bruh, imagine if we all started ignoring celebrities. Like, how hilarious would it be if they posted and only got like 13 likes? And I guess Kim Kardashian was the first victim of this trend. I'm not even kidding. Everyone in the comments of that video just came together and determined that Kim Kardashian was going to be the first victim of this trend. So when Kim Kardashian uploaded the new TikTok, which has over 4 million views and only 20,000 likes on it, that ratio is literally terrible. Also, if you go check the comments under Kim Kardashian's newest TikTok post, there are literally comments that have more likes than her whole TikTok post. And even people are saying it's happening to JoJo Siwa as well for this trend. So it seems like this trend is honestly working, and I'm curious to know how.
Those gonna get hacked and it's gonna attack the owner, right? Like, come on, I would never have something like that in my house.
What are you doing in my house? This orb is in my house. Look at this. Wow. Look. We're in the kitchen. This orb is in my house. It is floating around my kitchen. Yeah, the conspiracy theorists are going to have fun. Wow, look at that. Whoa. Wow. Scanning my house. This orb is scanning my house.
That had to win first place at the science fair at somebody's school. But growing your own hand and slap people with is wild work.
You better pimp now, or else. Or else what?
Who is the doll that stands 12 inches tall in platform shoes? You're damn straight, it's pimp. You better have his cash or he'll bust a cap all up in your ass. That's pimp. Hitting the streets directing full toys. Pimp.
Alright guys, those were midweek mysterious TikToks. If you'd like to go and hit that like button for me, comment on your favorite clips, join the space crew. 'Cause we rocking.